Welcome back to the channel, guys. I just read this and I can't believe it. Absolutely unbelievable. Bitcoin and OpenCoin, Ripple, was born on the same IP address located literally right next to Phoenix, Arizona. What a coincidence, right? Cool find by French Grills. And I recently heard this, David Schwartz is said to be the real Satoshi. If you remember, Ripple's current CTO, David Schwartz, was once an employee of the United States Central Security Service, the NSA, at which point the younger Gandalf-esque wizard of Ripple and its distributed ledger technology developed his knowledge of cryptography. Although he already enjoyed a rich knowledge base in distributed ledger technology networks after having received his first patent for a distributed computer network that he designed about 20 years before the advent of decentralized Bitcoin blockchain technology. According to this deleted account on the cryptocurrency forum on Reddit, David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple, who worked for the NSA and published an interesting patent in 1991. This is why this Twitter user, Robert Ozelins, puts it bluntly, the cryptocurrency XRP was started by the NSA to eliminate cash transactions and to have total surveillance over every transaction around the world. What does all this mean? Well, we're going to take an in-depth look into all of that in a moment, but before that, let's look at some interesting news. For now, hit that subscribe button, don't forget to like the video, and turn on notifications. XRPL to be used for Colombia's Land Registry, according to attorney Jeremy Hogan. Sounds boring, but it's actually huge. Hashtag all the land, ponder how the transfer of land is accomplished. The purchaser-buyer must be noted, what title is being transferred, and the actual property being conveyed must be described. And all that information must be filed with and kept in some searchable manner by the local government. If you've ever been to the clerk's office, it's complicated as heck, and the consequences for even small errors are catastrophic and can lead to years of litigation. To make things even more difficult, governments make laws that limit and restrict the transfer of land and also impose taxes on property, making 1000% accurate registration all the more important. If you want to make a lawyer cringe, just say rule against perpetuities to them. So, although boring, the XRPL Colombia partnership is the perfect example of crypto utility. An immutable, I love this word for some reason, record of land registration, time-stamped, searchable, and inherently trustworthy. It's the perfect use case for a blockchain ledger. And since I never, ever want to litigate a quiet title lawsuit ever again, I personally want to thank Colombia, and therefore, of course, Shakira, and Joel Katz for making this happen. Guys, we had American IT professional and creator of the almost defunct McAfee antivirus claiming to know who the real Satoshi Nakamoto is, while throwing shade at Australian computer scientist Craig S. Wright, who claimed that he was deeply involved with the development of the world's first crypto, alongside his deceased buddy David Kleeman, all of which Mr. McAfee called all the claims by Craig Wright and others, terming them fraudulent and baseless. Meanwhile, this piece of information tells us otherwise, as it reads Bitcoin and OpenCoin, or Ripple, were born on the same IP address. But a quick break here.
Hey guys, we are finally at the Zambian 50,000 acre claim. It's been incredibly exciting, as you'll see. I am so excited. I had to see this mine for myself. I had to see these results for myself because honestly, it's hard to believe. This right here is why we're in Zambia right now. This is the beautiful greenish blue tint of copper.
That was the CEO of GSX talking about some of their latest mining updates so far. Here's a brief intro about this coin for those who aren't familiar with it. The gold-secure currency is a stablecoin like crypto with an ever-increasing asset backing of a secured asset trust, currently estimated to be worth over $7 billion. It can facilitate growth like a traditional cryptocurrency. The adoption of GSX as an everyday usable currency is underway, allowing daily marketplace usage thanks to its sub-2-second transaction speeds and stable growing value. GSX is offered as leverage and pre-funding, giving financial institutions greater incentives and flexibility in international transfers when using GSX. Once again, for those who are not familiar with this new and innovative digital asset and would love to learn more about it, make sure you look through the links in the description section below for that of the GSX official website. Okay, so back to the news on this. I recently heard David Schwartz is being said to be the real Satoshi. So we know back in the day, John McAfee had his ideas about the pioneer cryptocurrency group collectively known as Satoshi Nakamoto. This tweet from ProCoin News reads, "Can you imagine the heads that would explode if this ends up being true? Hashtag XRP, hashtag BTC, Joel Katz, can you comment from that boat you're on in the South Pole?" And the Gandalf of Silicon Valley, Ripple's chief technology officer and one of the original architects of the XRP ledger, David Schwartz, replies, "I have almost the entire skill set needed to have been Satoshi. It's certainly plausible that I was part of a group. But nevertheless, it's not true. I didn't find out about Bitcoin until 2011. Honestly, guys, I can't guarantee you anything, but for what it's worth, I think getting involved with XRP is really not a bad idea. I mean, if you're looking to invest in the longest, and even though no one can outrightly state a time frame when this coin would actually see a pump in price, given the market is still pretty new, however, I can almost guarantee you that XRP would outperform the top 3 cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, to become the rave of the moment. Certainly you, Arthur, and Jed could know who Satoshi is. And if that bit of information is true, then I can assure getting started with a small bag of XRP and steadily increasing that stash every day to multiply that bag without having to buy more, you could accumulate an exorbitant amount of this coin beforehand. Hold on to your dear life and watch that investment set up you and your family for a lifetime to come. I know this might not mean much to some, especially if you're already rich, but I believe someone out there needs to hear this. The shakeout is real, as it's right around the corner. Guys, we've talked about the buyback plan by these elites in our previous videos, and if you haven't seen that, please go ahead and do so you get a better idea of what's actually at hand and don't fall victim to misinformation deliberately spread out using such effective means as the media. You can do your own research, check out our videos, and avoid being a victim like the other 99% out there. Given the information at hand, just like we've seen in our previous videos, imagine if these elites did buy back XRP at like $37,000. What would you think would happen to the entire crypto space? Absolute chaos. To sum it all up, allow me to say this. It suffices to say that interesting times are on the way. Millionaires will be made in the next bull run. It's true that once this shakeout settles, some of us will become billionaires. Many of us millionaires. At the end of the day, XRP will make all of us wealthier than we could have ever imagined. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.